Hello everyone. Today I'm talking about this Guardian article about the Arctic zombie viruses. It may sound scary, but it is really not. You will see why soon. I am going to show you what these viruses really are, if you should be worried, and what the science actually says about them. What viruses does the article talk about? First, it is important to know that this article is not about only one virus. It talks about many old viruses that scientists brought back to life from the Siberian permafrost. Some examples are virus, mollivirus, Bandora virus, which are showing in the images here. They are viruses in the permafrost, not a disease. This virus is DNA or RNA. Are they enveloped or non-enveloped? These three kinds of zombie viruses are double-stranded DNA viruses. They are part of this group called giant viruses, and they are really, really big compared to regular human viruses. They also have many membrane layers and protein coats, which allowed them to survive extreme conditions. What type of cells does the virus attack? Here is the important part. This virus doesn't affect humans at all. They affect amoebas. To be exact, it is Acanthamoeba castellani. They are just single-cell organisms you find in the dirt and water. In the lab, researchers revive these viruses by exposing permafrost to amoeba. Viruses walk up, then infect the amoeba. They multiply and then kill it. That is why they are not that scary to us humans. They attack amoeba. What are the symptoms of infection? For amoeba, the cells swell up. You can see damage under microscope very well, and then they will burst. They have cytotoxic effect, which means changes in structure of the host cells because of infection that the virus caused. The human, nothing happens because these viruses can't infect us. They are zero human cases ever. How long does an infect last? The whole infection happens inside the amoeba. It takes a few hours to a couple days, depending on which virus it is. There is no human infection timeline because, again, we don't get infected. Are these viruses a concern for society? Are cases rising in Canada? The actual viruses they revive, Bisovirus, mollivirus, virus, are not a public health threat. They only affect amoeba. Zero human cases anywhere. So no, nothing is rising in Canada. There is nothing to rise, but here where it gets interesting. The idea behind the article is that as a permafrost melt from climate change, it is possible to release other old microbes, maybe even ones that used to infect humans thousands of years ago. So the concern is more about possibilities. What treatments exist? What about the vaccines? For these giant viruses, there are no treatments or vaccines because they don't make us sick. What is the main message of the article? The Guardian is basically saying be prepared, not panic. As the Arctic warms and permafrost melt, ancient microbes are being released. The ones revived so far only infect amoeba, but permafrost has frozen genetic material from extinct organisms, including the virus that might have infected humans way back. The article's asking for more monitoring in Arctic, better rapid response plans to recognize that climate change brings unexpected biological risk. So that takeaway is stay aware and get ready, not freak out. Do I disagree with any point in the article? I mostly agree with the call for preparedness, but I think some of the wording, like terrifying pandemic, oversells the risk a bit. Here is why.
NASA climate scientists are warning about the potential resurgence of so-called zombie viruses, or viruses that can come back from the dead. They say warmer conditions are causing part of the Arctic's permafrost to thaw. If it thaws significantly, they say some viruses that have been lying dormant for tens of thousands of years could reemerge and possibly endanger animals and humans. Scientists say the permafrost acts like a time capsule for viruses and the mummified remains of long-gone animals. NASA wants to see climate concerns addressed.
Viruses they have revived only infect amoeba, not people. DNA viruses evolve slowly, so they are less likely to suddenly jump to humans. Finding viral DNA fragments doesn't mean there is a live, dangerous virus sitting there. The actual change of an agent human viruses causing a pandemic is unknown but probably low. If the authors provide references, yep. The article linked to the actual studies including the BNAS paper where they first revived bisovirus and the mollivirus, a science article about a 48,500 years old virus. To wrap up, the Guardian article is about ancient DNA-based giant viruses born from Siberian permafrost. They infect amoeba, not humans, and they are not health threat right now. The real point of the article is about the climate change and why we need to monitor and prepare for unexpected risks. Not that we are on the verge of a zombie virus apocalypse. Thanks for listening.